Hello, Khalid. I have some news. So that issue that was happening for segment 32 for quadrants 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, that also was happening for 24, right, for quadrant 8 and the very last one for quadrant 9. It turns out it's happening in more than just the final segment. I think the girl that created these videos in the first place, with the update that the software company just did, it wiped out the buttons for those segments. But it's really strange that it didn't for pass number 1, or segment number 1, for quadrant number 1, and I think she built out quadrant number 1 in a certain way and quadrant number 2 in a different one. So, what I'm getting at is that I'm going to ask that you make, and this will take 4 times as long, so I don't know what that does to our timing, but I want you to add a continue and a replay button for each of these segments for these quadrants. So I'll show you what I mean, but the continue button for segment 8 is going to link to segment 9, and the replay button for segment 8 is going to link to segment 2. Then for segment 16, the continue button is going to link to 17, and the replay button is going to link to 10. For 24, the continue button is going to link to 25, and the replay is going to link to 18. And for 32, the continue button is going to link to end, and the replay button is going to link to 26. And for all of these, the hotspot display time is going to be 1 second. So I'll show you what I mean by going into one of these. Let's go into this video here. Control C, and I'll keep this right there so you can see that. And then I will move this over. Okay, so let's put this here. Great. So I'm logging into this video for quadrant number 2, right? So for segment number 8, okay. This is a bad example because this exists for this particular video for some reason. So let's go to segment number 16 just to double check. And you may run into that where these buttons already exist, and if that's the case, don't worry about it. Number 24, excellent, that's all good. And then 32, okay. So it looks like you've either done this video or this video was built in a way where this disruption didn't happen. So let's actually go into, let's go into this video. Check 1, 2, good. Okay, so now we're going to go into this video. So I'm assuming that for segment 8, there's going to be no buttons. For segment 8. Perfect. Well, it sucks, but yeah, this is it. So the display time, right, is going to be, right, that 1 second. The button, right, is going to be the continue button. One. We're going to draw the button over the continue button area. Great. And displays at 1. Excellent. And now we're, and it links to 9 segments. Segments aren't displaying, so we're going to save the draft. Why aren't the segments displaying? Let's go back into interactive videos and it will be the first draft. Yes, this is the draft. So let's go back to segment 8. Excellent. So for the one button, the continue button, we're going to link it to continue links to segment 9. Great. And then we're going to add a button. The display time is at 1 second. I'm going to draw the button over the replay button. That's our answer. This is going to be story. Great. The response goes to video 2, segment 2. Okay, and now that's done for segment 8. Now we move on to 16 and do the same there. With the 1 second display time, let the continue on, draw the button over the continue area, draw the button over the continue area. Yeah, so you're going to do that for all of these videos. So segment 8 links to 9, 16 to 17, right? 24 to 25, and 32 links to end set to completion, and the replay story button links to 2, the replay story button links to 10, the replay story button links to 18, the replay story button links to 26. So please do that for those quadrants. And then for quadrant 9, it's as follows, right? For segment 5, links to 6, the replay links to 2. For segment 10, the continue button links to 11, the replay button links to 7. For 15, the continue button links to 16, the replay button links to 12. And for 20, the continue button is end and the replay to 17. Please do that. I do believe that it's looking like for all the first videos, just check each video to be sure that all these segments are properly inputted and that the final one is there. Then once you've made all of those, I want you to not, you know what, I'm going to make a separate video for that, about what to do after you're done that. But this is the next thing to do, is to, for all of these videos, for segments 8, 16, 24, and 32, be sure that they're linked correctly. And if they're not, please draw those continue and replay story buttons and link them correctly with a 1 second hotspot display time. Again, I realize that's a lot more work than just doing the last button, but that's how much work there is to do. Something in their system went wonky, and I believe it's to do with an update, and yeah, so that's what's to do. Please do that. Thank you so much. Bye, Khaled.